We have one top 10 list before we drop our preseason top 25 high school football rankings on Monday, and the last one on the menu is the top 10 players heading into the 2019 season. California and Texas both have 3 players each, and the other states featured include Maryland, Florida, Pennsylvania, Washington, and Georgia. Starting off at number 10 is Marietta's 5-star freak athlete ARIK Gilbert. He's the Brew McCoy of the class of 2020. He's a big-time player no matter where he lines up. Him, along with 2020 Tennessee commit Harrison Bailey, will be one of the most dynamic duos in 2019. The lone player from Washington checks in at number 9, and it's Kennedy Catholic's 5-star linebacker SAV'ELL Smalls. He is going back to where it all started after spending a couple of years at Garfield, and expect him to be a huge addition to the defense, and both that with an explosive offense led by 2021 Washington commit Sam Heward. The Lancers might make some serious noise in 2019. I know people are going to say, how do you have 2 players featured at number 8, but I couldn't just pick one between these 2 wide receivers, so they both take home this spot, and they are 2020 Ohio State commit Julian FLEMING and 2020 Texas A&M commit DEMAS. FLEMING was named the Pennsylvania Gatorade Football Player of the Year after an impressive junior season, and DEMAS put on a show in 2018 with over 1,500 yards receiving and finished the year averaging more than 30 yards per grab. The second of 3 players from the Lone Star State checks in at 7, and it's Duncanville's 4-star quarterback Jaquindon Jackson. The 2020 Texas commit was one of the only players in the country last year to throw for over 1,500 yards and also rush for 1,500 plus yards. Expect Jackson and the Panthers to be on the short list of teams who can compete for the number 1 spot when the 2019 season is over. The only corner on the list is up next at 6, and it's IMG Academy's newest playmaker Elias Ricks. The former 5-star defensive back from Mater Dei balled out in 2018, picking off 9 passes and taking 6 back to the house. You can take it to the bank. Him, along with 2020 Ohio State commit legend Cavazos, are about to be a nasty 1-2 duo in the secondary. The second of 3 quarterbacks to make the top 10 checks in at 5, and it's Mater Dei's 5-star Bryce Young. The 2020 USC commit led the Monarchs to their 2nd consecutive CIF Open Division state title, and is easily one of the best and most exciting dudes to watch in high school football. 2020 Clemson commit BRYCE is up next at number 4, and the 5-star defensive lineman from Damascus was named the Maryland Gatorade Football Player of the Year in 2018 after sacking the quarterback 12.5 times, and he also racked up 36 tackles for loss. The last gunslinger checks in at number 3, and it's St. John Bosco's 5-star DJ UIAGALELEI. The 2020 Clemson commit was named the California Gatorade Football Player of the Year during his junior campaign after throwing for nearly 4,000 yards and 48 touchdowns. Expect even bigger numbers this year for the top-rated quarterback in the country, with the weapons he has returning for his senior season, and the Braves are on the short list of teams to compete for the national championship. The third and final dude from Texas is North Shore's 5-star running back ZACHARY Evans, and he checks in at number 2 overall. Evans led the Mustangs to their first state title since 2015 last year, rushing for nearly 2,000 yards and 29 touchdowns, averaging over 11 yards a pop. North Shore finished the 2018 season at number 1 in our final excellent 25 rankings after going 16-0 and bringing home the 6A Division I UIL Texas state title. The number 1 player on the top 10 list is Upland's 5-star freak linebacker Justin FLOWE. Baby man racked up 145 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, and forced 2 fumbles in 2018. His tape is off the charts, and there isn't a more intimidating player in the country than FLOWE. Him and his younger bro Jonathan FLOWE are about to be a problem on defense in 2019.